So for this colon, you need to just type shift and then the alphabet next to your L. So that is your colon. So whatever is in, if you see on your keyboard, there are the special characters, this colon, semicolon. So there are actually two keys, two keys on the same key. Means two characters actually. If you there is one colon, semicolon. So whatever is at the top, to access that, you need to press your shift key. So if you press shift and then if you press that key, the above character will be typed. For example, if I do shift and just next to the colon semicolon, there is a key of single quote and double quote. If I do shift and that key, it will give me double quotes. So this is called as double quotes. So this key is so if you do just shift and the key next to enter, it will show me double quotes. So this is actually available on your keyboard. And then if I don't press shift and I just do press that same key, it will give me single quotes. Single quotes. This is then what else we use in on our keypad is a terminator, that is the dot key. This is either we call as dot or terminator. Just above that dot, we have this key. This sign we call as greater than. Then just next to that, we have shift, and if we press this is called as less than. And below that, there is a comma. If you just click that, it is shown said as. All these keys you will find on your keyboard. So nothing is difficult. If you just have a look on your keyboard, you will have all these keys. So these keys are mostly used in if you want to learn anything. So there are more keys which you actually use. For example, you use the equal to sign, which is next to your backspace. There is a key on your keyboard which is like this, which is has an arrow either like this or next to it, it must be written backspace. So backspace is done to delete it, to delete things like this. Just you press backspace, one by one character would be deleted. Anything which you are not understanding?
Hyphen.
Okay, I will get back to that. Hyphen. So this is backspace. Just next to the backspace, you have that equal to sign. So this is called as equal to sign. Then just if you do a shift and then say equal to, you will get plus. This is called as plus sign. So whenever your trainer tells you just press equal to or plus, you can have just press equal to. Since equal to is at the bottom of that key, you can directly press that. But since plus is at the above equal to, so you need to press shift with that. So this is which key, that is equal to or plus, that same key. So there is one thing called as, this is called as, if you say only once, it is called as minus. If you say at, this is also called as there are two keys. If you see, this is one which comes in the middle, and there is one key which, if you do press the shift and press the same key, this is called as underscore. So it is just next to the zero key on your numbers. So if you say just this is either a minus or hyphen or whatever you can call it. And if you do a shift and then minus, you will get underscore. So what is actually underscore? If you see, if I just click underscore, it will be a character that is the same dash, but it would be down. And if I say just the dash, it would be in the middle. That is the difference. So this is actually used in as minus also. Minus also. And just this is called as the underscore. So in Python, when you say as version, this is the same key which we use. Dash dash. So that is dash dash or hyphen hyphen version. So for underscore, it goes down. It is like this. So other keys are like this plus is done, minus is done. Then this forward slash, this can be either also used for, if you want to do a division, for example, you say 4 by 2. Use this forward slash. So 4 by 2. So this is actually denoting your only forward slash is used for divisor, for division. If you want to do multiplication, that is shift 8. This is used, or you also call this as star. You can call it as star or multiplication. Don't use your X key on your keyboard for multiplication. It will give you an error or it won't multiply. So for multiplication, you need to always use the star, and where it is your key and 8. Shift 8.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
We can't see your screen.
Others also can't see my screen. Can others see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, what I will do, I will just stop sharing and I will share it again. So others, the person who is not can't see can have it. I'll just stop share. I will share it again. So let me know. I have
Yes,
shared
sir,
the
now
screen. Okay, fine. Okay, thanks for telling. So this is multiplication. So where we can find it as shift 8. So if you do shift 8, it will give me the star. But if I only press the key 8, it will give me 8. It won't give me the star. Then other things which are used are the open bracket, that is shift 9. So this is start bracket. Start bracket, or we also say this as curve bracket, start curve bracket. we mostly say as start bracket. And where do we find this? We find this on shift. Anybody? Can someone tell me where we find this? Nawaz? Yol? Aryan?
Actually, I don't have a keyboard right now.
Okay. Nawaz?
Yes,
Nawaz, are you there? Nawaz,
Yes.
there is no language barrier over here. You can talk in Hindi, Marathi, any language. Nawaz, किधर है ये की?
क्या बोल रहे हैं?
ये की कहाँ पर मिलेगा आपके कीबोर्ड पे? ये ओपनिंग ब्रैकेट, स्टार्ट ब्रैकेट या ओपनिंग ब्रैकेट?
Sir, I am not having keyboard.
So you are logged in through your mobile?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Thomas or anyone who wants to answer?
F9.
Okay, shift nine. It is shift 9, not F9. It is shift 9. So shift
Sir,
9 will give.
beside the 9. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beside the 9 or delete option.
Okay. So in my keyboard, it is above the 9. So maybe it can be somewhere else on other keyboards also. So since I have the numbers above my alphabets, maybe that's why it is given over there. So you just need to have a look on your keyboard where the key is present. So maybe this is a standard keyboard which I'm having. That's why these are placed like this. So if it is somewhere else on your keyboard, you can type it like that. So if it is below on the key, you can directly press it, or if it is above, you can have the option shift and that key. It will give you the same thing. So there is one more, that is your end bracket, or curve means it is actually like a circle. So why I am using this word curve over here? Because there is two more brackets over here which we actually use. So we use it in programming languages. That's why I would like to introduce over here. So there is something like this. So this is called as curly bracket. This is the start curly bracket. And there is something this, that is the end curly bracket. So this is just above the enter key on my keyboard. It can be somewhere else on your keyboards. Then there is one thing called a square bracket. This is the start square bracket. And so all these brackets, all this star, curly, curve, square, all these things are used. So we'll just save this so that I don't lose it. So what else we use on this? So we have covered the comma, the full stop or the terminator, then forward slash. Sometimes we use this hash. Can someone tell me what is hash used in Python? We call it hash. So in Python, we use this for beginning. Can you tell? Rajini, Mary, Sandy, comments. We use this for comments. So yesterday's session, I think we have introduced this H. So hash is, this is the keyword hash we use. Then other keywords are like all the special characters, whatever is used on your keyboard, all those things we use. So this is called as exclamatory. Then this is, you must be using this a lot in your Outlook or while chatting on WhatsApp. And this is called as this is your percentage sign. Actually, you know all these things, but we don't know actually what word, what we call it. This is called as ampersand. This is also a key which we don't use mostly, but called as a crow. Crow. We won't use much of this, but just for your information, I told it. It's crow. So all these keywords we use in while we learn any programming language. I will share you this video also and this notepad also, so that if you have missed anything in writing or in understanding, you can get back to this video. So any questions?
No question.
Anyone else?
No.
No, sir.
Okay. So just the last one. If I want to rename this file, I'm just closing this file, and I want to rename this file, whatever was there. I will go to the Explorer where my folder is there, and this keyboard key. If I just do F2 on this, I will just select this. I can do a rename, right click on that and click rename. So I can try do it like this also. I will just click this and say F2. I can do this through your mouse keys also. Select this and say F2, and my keyboard keys. So if I say @ over here, so it's accepting. So previously Windows was not accepting any special characters in this, but now it's accepting as a file name. So I can rename it like this also. So anything you want to ask? Check whether I can share this file on the chat window so that you can get it. So I've sent this file on the chat window so that you can have a hang of it. And I will share these two files also to you, whatever we have worked on it, so that you will have a copy of it.
I have one query.
Yeah.
So the uppercase, which is F1, F2, F3, what is this all about? Why do we use, where do we use it?
Okay. Good question. So these keys are actually the function keys. We call it as function keys. Like the way I said, just to rename this, to rename anything, you can just click on this and say F2. So it will rename it. In Excel, if you do F12, it will save, do a save as. So this So there are different operations related with these keys, and these keys are actually these keys work differently with different applications. So the operations cannot be are not mostly the same if you use these keys. So there is a key on your keyboard that is called as FN. If you can see, that is there is a key FN that is called as the function key, and with that function key you can use this F1, F2, F3, F4 till F2. So this actually the operation of these keys would depend on what application you are using. So in Windows, for F2 it would rename the file, and for some pressing F5 would actually refresh the window. But in different applications, this will work differently. So most common keys which we use, I have just shown you, and there is something called as caps lock to convert your keys to upper or lower. For example, if I am typing something, I want to have this in uppercase, I will press caps lock and then I will type. So upper to lower, then your tab key. So if I press tab key, it will shift your position from 8 spaces. So if you do manually by space bar, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The same thing can be done using the tab key. The tab key actually creates 8 spaces. And if you use the tab key with shift, with alt, it will actually move through all your windows. Whatever you have opened, it will just I have pressed the alt and I am just pressing the tab key. So it will just get it on which screen you want to open and leave that alt key. So it will open that. Any more questions?
No.
So if no questions, are we good to close the call? Someone joined with Oppo. I think that's Mary. There is someone with Oppo. Can you tell me your name?
Yes, sir. Use me Aryan.
Aryan. Okay, Aryan.
Yes.
So if no questions from anyone, from Joel, Thomas, Nawaz, so we can close the call. So thank you for joining this session, and thank you for bearing me.
Thank
So
you so
if
much.
you have any questions, you can ask me later also. You can connect me personally also if you have any questions.
No question as of now. Thank you so much.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Have a good day.
Thank you.